Good day, U.S. history students. It is VidNotes time, 11/5. This is the last VidNotes of the year. Let's take a moment. All right, here we go. Learning target time. I will understand the Reagan Revolution and the federal government's impact on the U.S. economy. Ronald Reagan impacted the way we look at the economy in the U.S. Summary, Part 1. President Ronald Reagan's policies, there he is, the 40th president, impacted the relationship between the federal and the state governments, the national and the lower state level. Part 2 of the summary, the conservative political philosophy of President Reagan caused a re-evaluation of the size and role of government in the U.S. economy. How big should the economy be? How big should the government's role be in it? The Reagan Revolution. In the 1980s, President Reagan and conservative Republicans supported tax cuts and a transfer of responsibilities to state governments. They appointed judges and Supreme Court justices who showed judicial restraint, meaning they wanted to limit the size of government. Reagan also strengthened the U.S. military. He gave money towards that goal. These ideas, all of them, were called the Reagan Revolution. Government affects the economy. The federal government can influence the U.S. economy. It bases its decisions on economic indicators such as the gross domestic product, GDP, the wealth of a nation, exchange rates, exchanging the dollar for other currencies like the peso or the euro or the yen, rate of inflation, and the unemployment rate. The Federal Reserve. The government tries to keep the economy healthy through the Federal Reserve. This group, which is based in D.C., there's the building, makes monetary money policy decisions. It also controls the supply of money and credit to expand or contract, meaning reduce, economic growth. The President and Congress. The U.S. President and Congress also impact the U.S. economy. They decide the levels of government taxation and government spending, taxes and spending. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. There is something to be said. We have finished all of our VidNotes for the year. 11/5 is done. Don't forget to write your last 2 questions, and there's a quick 11/5 Canvas quiz waiting for you. When you're done with those 2 things, you are finished. This is Mr. Deegan signing off.